Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the annual general meeting of the Association of New Brunswick Licensed Practical Nurses. My name's Kathy Arsenault. I'm the professional practice consultant for ANBLPN, and I'm going to be co-hosting today's meeting along with our board president, Kim Steeves, and the executive director, registrar, Joanne Graham. Today's meeting is being recorded and will be shared to our website for those who are unable to attend. For this virtual meeting, we do acknowledge that we are on the traditional territories of the Wabanaki people on which our office sits. The Wabanaki includes Mi'kmaq, Wolastoqey, Passamaquoddy, Abenaki, and Penobscot. On your screens, you'll see today's agenda. You may submit your questions in the Q&A box, and we will address the questions that are applicable to the annual report at the end of the presentation. Questions will be visible to the speakers only and not to the attendees. You also have the option to send your questions anonymously. Please add your email to your question. If we run out of time, we can always follow up with you directly to answer your question later. We ask that you please keep your comments and questions professional, and questions must be about the ANBLPN annual report. It is now my pleasure to introduce ANBLPN's board president, Kim Steeves, who will begin the annual general meeting. Kim has been an LPN for 18 years and is finishing her second term as ANBLPN's president. Please welcome board president, Kim Steeves.
Good morning, bonjour everyone. My name is Kim Steeves, ANBLPN board president, and we will now begin our annual general meeting. I am officially calling this meeting to order, and I would like to welcome each and every one of you to our meeting. We are the Association of New Brunswick Licensed Practical Nurses, and our sole mandate is to ensure that all LPNs in New Brunswick have the education and skills to provide safe, competent, ethical, and compassionate care in the name of the public protection. As such, we register and license practical nurses, set the standards for nursing practice, approve and accreditate nursing programs, and we intervene to preserve safe, competent, ethical, and compassionate practice. Our vision is that LPNs are an integral element to the collaborative healthcare, respected for their skills, expertise, compassion, and unwavering ethical standards. Our mission is to ensure the public of a commitment to safe, competent, compassionate, and ethical care by regulating and enhancing the profession of practical nursing. Our values include respect, through creating and nurturing a culture of equality, equity, inclusiveness, and diversity. Integrity, being honest, fair, consistent, reliable, and objective in our actions. Collaboration, and engaging LPNs and other stakeholders in a cooperative spirit to build and maintain strong professional and public relationships. Quality, promoting excellence in a professional nursing regulation. And finally, professionalism, through building and maintaining therapeutic nurse-client relationships, continuous learning, ethics, and remaining accountable to the public, clients, the profession, colleagues, and ourselves. The meeting minutes for 2021 were reviewed and approved by Jean-Philippe Logier and seconded by Marcia Wilson as a clear description of the meeting. At this time, I would like to introduce the ANBLPN board members for 2021. I will begin with the members of the executive, myself, Kim Steeves, board president, Colleen McLaughlin, vice president, Lori McKinley, secretary, Margot Lozier, treasurer. Our members at large for 2021 are Natasha Lyandry, Region 1, Jennifer Bickford, Region 2, Dawn Polchis, Region 3, Marcia Wilson, Region 4, Jean-Philippe Logier, Region 5, and Gerard Beauvoir, Region 6. And our public members for 2001 are Barb Fletcher and Louisa Matoya. Additionally, the register for the board of directors is our executive director, Joanne Graham. Our legal advisor is Dan Legier, and ANBLPN's financials are entrusted with Shannon and Buffett, Chartered Professional Accountants. As per legislation in the LPN Act, the affairs of the association shall be under the management of the Board of Directors. The purpose of the annual general meeting is to present and answer questions on the annual report only. The fiduciary duty to regulate the practical nursing profession comes with many responsibilities and accountabilities. All of these are done to ensure the protection of the public. The regulatory authority of ANBLPN is responsible for overseeing the regulation of candidates, active members, and non-practicing members. Additionally, ANBLPN seeks to establish policies to see the betterment of professional growth of the licensed practical nurses, promote collaboration within the healthcare team, and to ensure the public that proper standards of nursing care are being delivered by their members. Healthcare in New Brunswick has been challenged by its aging clientele, the COVID-19 pandemic, and the recruitment and retention of healthcare professionals. In order to fulfill growth in terms of public safety, membership, and public protection, ANBLPN must also continue to grow as a regulatory authority. To achieve this growth, our strategic plan will address 4 main priorities. First, increase the strength and presence of the regulatory authority. Second, foster an environment of risk management. Third, ensure ANBLPN is ready to increase membership. And finally, fourth, continuously clarifying our mandate for membership, stakeholders, and the public. Further details regarding ANBLPN's strategic plan can be found in the 2021 annual report located on our website. I will now call on ANBLPN's Registrar and Executive Director, Joanne Graham, to provide the Executive Director's report for 2021.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today for the 2021-2022 Annual General Meeting. It is my sincere pleasure to co-present this annual report as Executive Director, Registrar of ANBLPN. It is always a pleasure to communicate with LPNs and various stakeholders related to our profession, provincially and nationally. 2021 was certainly another year of challenges related to COVID-19. I personally want to thank all LPNs for stepping up to the challenges and being collaborative healthcare professionals. Before we begin, I would like to recognize some of the organizations that ANBLPN is affiliated with. Staff and myself sit on several committees with these affiliations. Please see the descriptions and their mandates in the report. We certainly work closely with the Canadian Council of Practical Nurse Regulators, the Canadian Nurse Regulators Collaborative, also the National Council of State Boards of Nursing, and the National Nursing Assessment Service, as well as the Canadian Network of Agencies for Regulation. And we also work very closely with Yardstick Measure, which is the testing company for the Canadian Practical Nurse Registration Exam. ANBLPN continued to respond to the COVID-19 crisis in various ways. In collaboration with the Department of Health and Public Health, we spent much of 2021 providing our immunization learning module to our members. To date, over 500 LPNs completed this module and were able to assist with the vaccine rollout in our province. Additionally, we also worked with the Department of Health and the New Brunswick colleges to provide the immunization education to second-year PN students, as New Brunswick was in need of more vaccinators to support the vaccine rollout as a pilot project. ANBLPN also continued with the emergency response plan to ensure that regulatory activities could continue. We followed all the directives of Public Health and WorkSafe New Brunswick, where staff worked from home when required, as well as having to close the office to the public for a period of time without any interruptions to service. We also allowed LPNs to come out of retirement by instituting temporary COVID-19 licenses, which enabled them to help with the global pandemic. There were 16 in total. Additionally, we collaborated with our national partners to ensure that there was a greater need in one jurisdiction, that there would be an easy and seamless process that allowed LPNs to transfer to another jurisdiction in need temporarily. We worked with government to seamlessly provide temporary licenses to LPNs, especially those from Ontario, to come to New Brunswick. We also worked with the various educational facilities to ensure our future practical nurse graduates would be able to complete their programs on time. Colleges added additional seats to help with health human resource management challenges to meet future needs. Simulation was also utilized in the lab setting to ensure critical thinking skills with case-based scenarios. ANBLPN also launched our new logo in February 2021. Our new logo has kept our original royal blue color and white background alongside our provincial title of ANBLPN. We have incorporated a vibrant yellow gold color to signify excellence in the practical nursing profession. Our logo represents the evolution that has occurred in practical nursing and how LPNs have risen up to the challenges that they have faced. The three words that represent our logo are collaboration, evolution, and celebration. Along with our new logo, ANBLPN also launched a promotional video depicting the profession of practical nursing and the valuable services that LPNs provide in New Brunswick. The promotional video was viewed over 2,000 times and was made available in both official languages. Additionally, we launched our new website in May of 2021, on LPN Day. Our new website is much brighter and easier to navigate so that members can find information that they need. The website continues to be available in both English and French by clicking the language tab in the right-hand corner. There are several new features on our website, and we provide a webinar on LPN. We provided a webinar on LPN Day last year to show members these features. This webinar was recorded and is available on our website for those who may want a quick review. In terms of our statistics, we have the following to share. In 2021, our membership stats reflected 3,533 active LPNs, 566 non-practicing LPNs. This brings our total number of registrants for 2021 to 4,099, reflects both active and non-practicing registered members. In 2021, we also welcomed 249 successful new PN graduates and 8 internationally educated nurses. We had 54 PN transfers into New Brunswick and 114 transfers out of New Brunswick. In terms of ages, the largest population of membership are between 21 and 30 years of age, accounting for 1,032 individuals, and our smallest is over the age of 71 with 11 members. In 2021, we continued to work with our new and improved database for our registration process. This new database has provided us with more accurate statistics for internal use as well as for provincial and national requests. The database also serves to increase the independence of our members by providing you with more flexibility to manage your personal information, as each LPN now has their own personal ANBLPN account that they can access anytime to make changes to their contact information, make payments, or to reinstate their license. The database has also greatly increased our administrative efficiency due to the increased independence that members now have to access their own accounts and manage their personal information. Statistics for the 2022 registration process prove that it was much more user-friendly, as evidenced by the short amount of time it took members to complete their annual registration. We are also currently utilizing our new database for the Continuing Competence Program audit, and this has sped up the process for reviewing audits and communicating with members who require additional support. As a major component of regulation, ANBLPN is required to respond and investigate any complaints regarding an LPN's practice or conduct. ANBLPN has a complaints committee and a discipline and fitness to practice committee who take part in conduct investigations. In 2021, the nature of complaints received consisted of the following: 1 case of theft, 2 cases of breaching professional boundaries, 1 case related to fitness to practice, 2 cases related to medication administration, 4 cases of working without a license, 1 case of unacceptable provision of care, 2 cases related to a breach of COVID-19 protocol, and 1 case of forgery. All complaints were investigated and dealt with despite the pandemic. As per the LPN Standards of Practice and Code of Ethics, LPNs are required to engage in continuous learning and to maintain competence in their practice. Participation in the Continuing Competence Program is an annual regulatory requirement for all actively practicing LPNs. Each year, we conduct a random audit of participation in CCP as a component of public protection. This audit is completed by a CCP committee made up of active LPNs in New Brunswick. Education and support was provided to members throughout the pandemic, virtually, and resources have been available and updated on our website as required. A section of our website is dedicated to CCP, and here you will find several resources, templates, a webinar, and video to help with your understanding of CCP. Throughout the pandemic, we continued much of our work using a virtual format. We conducted several webinars and videos that are listed on your screen, and all of these can be found on your website under the Members tab, and then scroll to Webinars, Videos. Members are notified in advance of upcoming webinars in the blue band, newsletter, our social media pages, and by direct email. In regards to virtual presentations, we also conducted several presentations virtually by request, and a growing trend in presentation requests right now is the evolving role of LPNs in leadership, as we are seeing LPNs working to their national scope of practice and assuming leadership roles in various capacities. ANBLPN also published several new guidelines as well as revisions to guidelines. All of these publications that you see on your screen can be found on our website under the Members tab. Most notably, we encourage all LPNs to be aware of our Cultural Competence Standards document, as well as the video, which provides an overview. We also released several communications related to COVID-19, such as duty of care, as well as many memos for our self-employed LPNs throughout the pandemic. Education was done virtually throughout 2021. The immunization module continued to be offered with over 500 LPNs and second-year PN students completing. We also conducted virtual CPNRE boot camps for students who were unsuccessful after their first attempt writing, and for internationally educated nurses. We completed several pathways to licensure programs for internationally educated nurses and Bachelor of Nursing graduates who were unsuccessful writing the NCLEX. From time to time, we have also conduct a virtual medication administration refresher when requested to help support LPNs who may be struggling in the workplace with MedAdmin. We strive to have ongoing communication to our membership to ensure members are aware of their regulatory requirements, make you aware of continuous learning opportunities, and more. We use several methods to communicate, which includes our website, our social media pages of Facebook and Instagram, through direct email, as well as through our Blue Band newsletter. At this time, we will now turn to the 2021 financials. Our financial report was provided by Shannon and Buffett, Chartered Professional Accountants. I will now welcome ANBLPN's accountant, Sean Williams, to provide an overview of the financials. A complete breakdown of the financials is available in the annual report.
Good morning, everyone. I will now present the financials for December 2021. Total assets, everything we own, were $4.4 million. Included in that was $2.7 million in cash and cash equivalents. $1 million of that was 2022 membership received in November and December 2021, and $600,000 of that is savings. So total cash was $2.7 million at the end of December. As for liabilities, everything we owe, 180,000 of accounts payable, mostly HST payable at the end of the year, and 932,000 of deferred revenue, which is the 2022 memberships. For the statement of operations, in 2021, total revenue was 1.4 million. Which was up 185,000 from the previous year, mainly due to membership increase, workshops, and exam writings. Expenses for 2021 were also up only 19,000, mainly due to the increase in workshops and exams as well. So in total, our net income for 2021 was 563,000 compared to 397,000 in the previous year, a total increase of 167,000. And that is all for me. Thank you.
As we wrap up today's annual general meeting, I would like to announce our new board members going into 2022. I have completed my second term as board president. And I'm very happy to announce that Jean-Philippe Logier will be assuming the role of ANBLPN board president. Jean-Philippe has been part of the board for several years as member at large for Region 5. I am also very happy to announce that Isabel Basque will be assuming the role of member at large for Region 5. Isabel has been an LPN for 25 years and works at the hospital in Tracadie. She has also been a past member at large for Region 5 in 2012 to 2015. We would like to thank our outgoing board directors for their time and dedication they provided while serving on the ANBLPN board of directors. We will now need a motion to accept the 2021 annual report. If a member would please make a motion by typing into the Q&A box now. It has been moved by, where'd it go? Oh, I think they're putting it in the chat. Motion accepted by Anita Hunter and seconded by Don Polshitz. We will now ask you all to vote by accepting the 2021 annual report. Please answer the poll question once it appears on your screen. The motion is carried. I declare that the 57th annual general meeting has adjourned. We will now move on to the question and answer. If you would have any questions, please type them into the Q&A box located on your screen. We will respond to the questions pertaining to the annual report. If we do not get to your question today, please provide an email address so that we will respond to you directly through an email. And as you all know, I get very emotional. Just my personality, I guess. Thank my dear grandmother for that. But it has been an honor and a very educational and positive experience to have served as a member at large for Region 3, Secretary and President for ANBLPN. Here's to future endeavors and continue to move forward into the future. And happy Nurses Week to all you lovely ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure.
Before we end today's meeting, I am just going to call upon Joanne Graham to say a few closing words.
On behalf of the ANBLPN board and all members and staff from ANBLPN, I would sincerely like to give a token of appreciation to Kim to say many thanks for serving on our board. She has certainly been a positive influence as president. She has certainly been a true professional leader for our association, and I would like to present to her a token of our appreciation. Thank you, Kim. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. It's been a pleasure. So happy Nurses Week, everyone. Thank you so much for attending today.
So we'll just give a few minutes to see if anybody has any questions. If you can type them into the Q&A box. There's a nice comment here just saying that we're amazing.